Pretty green light. It's fun. Hello everybody, my name is Dustin and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. This is going to be episode or part number 16. I'm actually in the process of upgrading the mob farm a little bit. I went over there, had some issues. Don't worry about it, it's nothing. But I am trying to kind of get some things set up. Let me grab, I think it's a 1-to-1 ratio, and if that's the case, then I only need that. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Yeah, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm going to throw in some more of these to get the energy. I got some more pulsating iron to get the vacuum chest, which is basically a regular chest, iron, pulsating crystal, which is a diamond, and pulsating iron nuggets. And yes, I am googly eyes for some weird reason today. I'm okay with that though. But I need to start getting more like redstone and other things. And I know I need to set up a whole nother area for this. We're going to do more botany or Botania? I'm not sure how you say that word. I always, I don't know, criticize myself. You are your worst own critic anyways. But let's head over here and set up this vacuum chest because I'm realizing Endermen spawn over here and I don't like that too much. So what I want to do, I want to put the vacuum chest right here. That way all the loot gets picked up. And that's a pretty decent sized range after all. I mean, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and always active. And then we're just pretty much going to put those ender conduit things next to it. So let's get rid of this hopper. Yeah, because it was a problem when I went to do the loot bag and I saw endermen over here. And I realized they're probably just spawning outside and going on top of these storage chests and stuff. And that's probably what's causing them. I did turn mob sounds off for the time being. So, probably should turn those on, though. Just because I don't want to be attacked. I feel very attacked right now, guys. No. So, does this store the inventory? No, that's a big negatory on that, Captain. There it is. Thankfully, I did get it. Messed up all the inventory again. That's fine. It's not like I care that much. We are getting a lot of these chance cubes as well, so that's going to be really good. What is that? Soirin? Excuse me? I haven't made another legendary loot bag, so I need to somehow do that as well. I was going to do that before starting the episode, and then I was like, I don't think I would forget anything. Let's just start. And it's like, I forgot to do something. Mayday, mayday. Forgot to do something. Bear with me a second, guys. I'll be right back, actually. Okay, got the legendary loot bag for the day. I think we'll just kind of leave things alone over here for right now. I will set up that to kind of extract and put into that chest because we will need that. So let me go grab some ender conduits real quick and then we'll get on with more Botania for today. I need to fix the rest of that probably after this episode. This is the last episode I'm going to record for this week, which is should be November 13th is when this is going live. At least it should be. We need, I think we already have some, don't we? I'm trying to remember where I put everything. There they are. Put the hopper away. Let's go grab this. We're going to go fix this real quick and then start with the rest of the Lexica Botania. Okay, so we're back finally. That was a nightmare to work with over there, but it's all set up and going, so we shouldn't have to worry about that for now. So I did make a whole stack of living wood and living rock because I felt like we were going to need these. So let's kind of move on here. Before we do, though, I do want to look up the wand of the forest and try to make this. They said just twigs and then some sort of petals. So what I'm thinking of doing is grabbing probably maybe, well, what colors do we have? Let's go with a mystical lime, and then we'll also go with maybe like a cyan. Is that cyan? Yeah, that is cyan. Cool. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and grab this. 2, 3, bink, 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 bink. Put blue there and cyan there. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool too. I'll do this. That looks pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. Don't know exactly what we do with this. I do remember it saying something about it has 2 different modes and stuff. Function mode. Does it just like rotate? I know it said that it can change chests around and stuff. Like rotate them and stuff. What? Function mode. Yeah, I don't completely understand that. I'm not gonna lie. I have no clue what I'm doing with that, but let's go on to this. Mana manipulation. Introduction to mana. Mana is an ethereal substance. In layman's terms, it is a form of mystical energy. It's... Sorry, I thought of something. Its sensorial existence is consistent, and its color depends on the environment it's put in. Mastering mana is one of the most important skills a botanist needs to master. In order to create mana, one would require a set of generating flowers, read the respective section. This mana can be dispersed by utilizing mana spreaders and stored in mana pools. Mana can be used for a myriad of different things. For starters, it can be used for functional flowers, read the respective section. To get started with mastering the art of mana, one would start by learning how to use endoflames or hydroangies. Hydroangies. I don't know how to say that. Mana spreaders and mana pools. These form a basic infrastructure for mana, which can be used for all sorts of purposes. Have a read on the functional flora and natural apparatus sections of the lexicon. Mana pool. Let's just go along with the tutorial, 15 pages. The mana pool is simply put storage of mana. Pretty simple. Mana can be inserted into it by usage of the mana spreader, and any adjacent mana spreaders will pull mana from it to increase their internal buffer automatically. Any functional flowers require a nearby mana pool to draw power from. Mana pools come in 2 varieties, a weaker, diluted variety, which only stores a very small amount of mana, and a normal variety, which can store as much as 100 times more than a diluted one. Whenever mana pool is referred elsewhere for scale, it refers to a normal one. Okay, gotcha. So this is a mana pool. This is a diluted mana pool. I don't see why you would want a diluted one if that's the case. It can be a useful tool for when one might want a smaller buffer. Okay, for a flower system that doesn't use much mana. That makes sense, as the normal pool holds a very large amount of it. Thanks to that, mana readings for the normal pool won't be entirely accurate due to the scale. It's normal that the displayed bar's size will increase very slowly. Tossing in some resources into a mana pool will cause them to get infused with mana, turning them into more powerful forms. A few examples are iron ingots or mana pearls. Mana reading from this block functions, or mana reading for this block functions like the mana spreader. A redstone comparator can also output a signal based on the contents. Mana steel ingots and other ingots based on it can be converted into both blocks or nuggies, hashtag nuggies, through the normal conversion recipes. For the artistic types, right-clicking with any color of floral powder in the pool will have it take its color. All 16 colors are viable for decoration and or easy labeling. Interesting. So let's go ahead and make up one of each of these then, if that's the case. So we want to do a mana pool, and then we want to do one of these diluted mana pools. Interesting. I don't know what to do or where to place these yet, so it's like, yeah, let's hold off on that. Mana usage. Drop this in, and I mean, it's pretty simple to me. Drop in the ender pearl, get a mana pearl, block of mana diamonds, mana powder, which is sugar. I mean, that's the cheapest way for all that. Mana glass, infused mana glass, clear seamless glass. That's probably what I was talking about then. Infused string, which then you can make cobwebs. You can get cookie, biscuit of totality, total space biscuit. I love it. Mana spreader. The mana spreader is the most important component in manipulating mana. This is the block that allows mana to travel from point A to point B. When this block is placed on the ground, it'll face one of 6 basic directions. By holding shift right on it with a wand of the forest, one can orient it to the opposite of where it was clicked. It can be pointed to other blocks with a wand in bind mode. Okay, holding a wand of the forest. Okay. The mana spreader has a small internal buffer of mana which will get filled by nearby generating flowers. This buffer can be viewed by looking at the spreader with a wand of the forest as demonstrated in the last page. Note that the block needs to be right-clicked with a wand to get accurate and adequate values. Holding a wand of the forest displays a beam which shows where the spreader is pointing at. Hovering over it shows the target. The sprinkler or sparkle that's shown is the point when mana loss starts to happen. Oh. If the target of the spreader is a block that can contain mana and isn't full, the spreader will fire a mana burst, which will travel to the target and pass the mana along to it. The spreader only fires one burst at once. It'll only fire another when the last one hits the target. Furthermore, the burst also starts suffering mana loss after a small amount of time. This can be seen in the burst itself, which becomes a lot thinner when this happens. Okay. Applying a redstone signal to the spreader will have it cease it to function. Case better control is required, or in case better control is required, a pulse mana spreader is recommended, as it can fire bursts without a target block and works on redstone pulses. Okay. So this is the mana spreader. Living wood with that. Right-clicking the spreader with a piece of wool will sleeve it. Aside from making it look fancier, it'll also muffle the sound when a burst is shot, making it much less obnoxious when there's a large amount of spreaders in one area. I just got a bad idea. Right-clicking with an empty hand will remove the sleeve. Okay, so let's go ahead and make one of these up, shall we? So we need a petal of some kind. I feel like I need to just take more petals with me. Is this going to alter the look of it? I don't think so. Is there also achievements that I should be getting from this? I feel like maybe so. Generating flower. Yeah, I feel like I should be getting some of these achievements. Not gonna lie. So this requires Vivid Wave. I do not see anything. I think it's just this. Make a generating flower in the Petal Apothecary. Okay. Is that, yeah, generating flora, okay. Generating mana should be at the top of the priorities for any botanist. Is it botanist or botanist? Because I know I said botanist in the last episode and I got really, I think it's botanist. Luckily there's an array of generating flowers willing to do the job. Do my bidding. Remember that? These flowers, as their name suggests or shows, generate mana, both passively and actively, the later implying a requirement of some type of non-infinite resource without outside intervention. All generating flowers, unlike the functional flowers, contain a small buffer of mana. Standard rules for mana reading apply. Right-clicking with a wand of the forest will update the mana readings. This mana will be stored in the closest mana spreader around. It is important to keep in mind that these flowers memorize the mana spreader into which they should put mana into. They'll only store into the nearest spreader present at the time of the flower being placed, or the closest placed afterwards if none was present, and none other. It can be bound to another spreader with the wand in bind mode. Okay, picking your first generating flower is a pretty simple task. As a fledgling botanist, you have two choices, the Endoflame and the Hydroages. I don't know how you say that. The former uses coal or other fuel sources to create mana. The latter uses water sources for the same task and decays after a real-world hour in exchange for the free mana. Okay, does it decay only once, or does it continually decay? That's my question. The Endoflame is a very rudimentary generating flower. It will absorb any combustible items or blocks dropped on the nearby vicinity, albeit only one at a time, and burn through them to generate mana while the fuel lasts. The amount of time it takes to burn through an item is roughly half of the time a furnace would. Okay, so that's not very long. There's a few small caveats, though. The Endoflame will not burn anything that returns a byproduct. An example are lava buckets that have an empty bucket as a byproduct. That's true. Furthermore, the flower can only hold fuel equivalent to that of 4 times a block of coal. If any individual fuel with longer burn time than that is used, it won't be put to full efficiency. As the Endoflame is often a botanist's first foray into proper automable active generating flora, it would be best to not leave it to manual usage forever, as a flower requires dropped items, an open crate, which you can find in the natural apparatus section, and some sort of limiting mechanism, a timer or pressure plate, would be ideal for it. Okay, so brown, red, and light gray. When arson becomes useful. I know it said the other one was this one here. Act as a liquid-based passive generator that will suck up any still water in a 3x3 area around it on the same height, creating mana from it. The amount they produce is comparable to the Endo Flame. They also seem to function faster during rain. Okay. Are fleeting for and will decay after 1 hour of real-world time. Okay. Under the sea. Cyan, blue. Okay, let's do this one then. 2 cyan, 2 blue. Let's go ahead and make up maybe a couple of them, you know. So we need cyan. I'll grab the other cyan. And then was it light blue or just blue? I feel like it was just blue. Grab this, grab some bone meal because we're going to need some more. Mystical blue. Bink, 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 bink. And then get out my shears. Bloop. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe? Okay. So it just requires 2 of each, right? I don't think it needs anything else. Famous last words. So now what? Do I just wait? Oh, wait. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Now I need seeds. Shoot. I need more seeds. Hang on a second. Good thing I have a whole farm over there that I've been doing this stuff with. So throw that in there. And then we're going to need a bucket of water. Electro magic. Yay. Or electric magic, excuse me. I can't seem to talk today. Oh, that's bread. Never mind. Do that. 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 There we go. Got 4. So now I need to get a water source. I'm going to extend out this platform eventually, but for now I need to get just what I need. I'm going to get some more cobblestone slabs real quick. Oh, look, now it's raining. Nice. It's the first time I actually want the rain. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's go ahead and place some wah-wah. Like so. Let's go ahead and put these little guys down like so. They said this is pretty much how it looks. And then what? I just need to... I'm trying to remember. Functional. So, do I just put down like a mana spreader then? Is that what I do? Whoa. Help. Oh. I'm a little confused though. Oh, okay, I got you, okay. Okay, I got you. So, put this to there. Right? Okay. It says unknown status. What do you mean unknown status, huh? Huh? Okay, let's go ahead and grab a diluted mana pool. Place that down here. Am I doing this right? I don't know. Oh. Oh, okay, I got you. Huh. So these only don't update. That's what I'm gathering. Like, this is only updating as I click it. So it's getting more, and then it distributes at a certain point. So these mana flower, or these hydrangees, hydrangees. I'm gonna go with hydrangees just because it doesn't sound weird, even though it kind of does sound weird still. They they have a unique little function to it. I like it. I like it a lot. And this diluted mana pool, I mean, it's been going for a little bit, but I mean, it's almost halfway full. That's pretty good. I'm gonna leave it kind of raining. I know it's kind of a bad thing to do, but let's go to functional flora. There are various places in which a mana, or which the mana of, I cannot read today, sorry, botanist generates can be put to use. One of them is in, oh, I can't read. One of them is an assortment of functional flowers. These flowers will drain mana from a nearby mana pool into themselves in order to do whatever task they were created for. It's to note that these can't receive power directly through mana spreaders. Yeah, they have to do it through pools. All functional flowers, alike the generating flowers, contain a small buffer of mana. Standard rules for mana reading apply. Right-clicking with a wand of the forest will update the mana readings. Yeah, that's what I figured out. It is important to keep in mind that these flowers memorize a mana pool from which they should pull mana out of. They'll only pull from the nearest pool present at the time of the flower being placed, or the closest placed afterwards. If none was present and none other, it can be bound to another pool with the wand in bind mode. Okay. Lastly, some functional flowers utilize a redstone root in their creation. If they do, the flower's effect can be triggered with a redstone signal. Gotcha. Redstone root is grass and redstone. Gotcha. So I kind of recognize some of these, but it's like, wait. Wait, what is this saying? Some functional flowers have a bit too much reach. Sometimes one might not be able to toss it into... So wait. What does that mean? Like in... What? Making its radius smaller. Every other function remains the same. Oh, you're telling me I could take the big flowers and do that maybe? I don't know. Let's go back over here though. Runic altar. Runic creation is a rather important complex in the advancement of the botanical magics. First and foremost, though, this type of crafting requires a decent knowledge of mana manipulation. Before proceeding further, I read through the important entries, those in italics, on that section of the Lexica Botania might prove enlightening. I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. I have a lot of research to do. I haven't had much time between last episode and this one to kind of mess around with it. But now we kind of have like a full diluted mana pool, and I'm kind of curious to get more of these mana spreaders and just kind of get a whole chain going, really. If I'm not mistaken, it was just this. We'll add one to there, add two there, because I want to try to get some things kind of set up and not have to worry too much in the way of things. Like I said, I'm going to probably extend out the grass area over here a lot, but I'm kind of curious about something. I want to place, I want to place this down, and I want to place like a big mana pool right here. So if I do this and this, like that, and then what if I took this and told it to go over here? Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, it works. Wow, that's slowly moving up. So that spreader is going to the other spreader, and I think it's diluting from this, if I'm not mistaken. That's what it looks like. I don't know. I have no clue what I'm doing here. I'm just going to store a bunch of this mana and hope that I sound coherent, you know? Which raises up a good point, or another question. When it comes to these little tidbits here and there, sorry, I was fixing something with my eye. If I go over here and create another small mana pool, or a diluted one, because apparently I didn't have that before, would it work if I put this next to this one and put this over here? Would this actually take that mana and spread it over here? Function mode. Because it seems like it is taking it over there, which is it draining this? That's what I don't really know, you know? Oh, I can manually tell it to do that too. Interesting. It seems like it's probably taken from that one. I don't know for sure. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and do bind mode like that. Bind mode like that. That just means this mana pool is just going to stay here, but if I threw on one of these, like so, it'll actually drain from this one. Okay, I get you. I get you. So as long as it's placed within the vicinity, it does that. I got you. This thing holds a lot then in comparison, like it said in the book. Like this is going down no problem. This, oof, that's gonna take a while. So let's go ahead and do that then. You out of mana? Yeah, I think you're out of mana. Let's go ahead and break it. This is why I might need my axe again. You know, my Tinker's Construct axe. But we're going over time. Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and call the episode now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you have any sort of tips or tricks, I'm going to be learning a lot more of this stuff, but I'm still a newbie when it comes to it. So if you have any specific things you'd like to tell me, please leave a comment down below. I'd be more than happy to read you guys' comments and kind of get an idea of what I am to be doing in this, because a lot of this is really cool. I really like mods like this that really force you to engage, and I'm going to try to maybe set up 2 or 3 of these bad boys, maybe sort of in like a buffer situation. Like I'll put a couple along here, that way it goes from one to the next and store over. So I'm going to try to get a couple of mana pools established. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I really do appreciate it. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Cheers. Are these flowers drinking? Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You know what we're doing and you know what time it is. It's Loot Bags. So, today's episode of Loot Bags is sponsored by Botania. I don't know how you say it. It's kind of fun. So anyways, this is the vacuum chest setup and everything. I figured I'd kind of show you guys a little bit about this. The items get sucked up into this vacuum chest whenever a mob dies. It was kind of weird that some of the bones were kind of sitting there. But it gets sucked up and then it's pretty much processed through the multiple different things here. I need to get a compressor. The long and the short is I need a compressor, because a lot of this stuff I can compress it down into other things and do a whole bunch of other craziness. I need to learn how to do like item filters and other things like that too. So we're going to be doing maybe some of upgrading of this next episode to give you guys a sneak peek. Ooh, I know something else that's really cool. Thank you for tuning in to the end of the episode. It's a way to say thank you, honestly. But today's loot bag is a golden apple. Thanks, game. At one point we will need to use these though. I'm not gonna lie, we can use them for potion of healing and stuff, but more than that, we can use them for other things with things like recipes, you know? I have no clue what this is. 10 absorption hearts every 8 minutes. Oh, wait, I know what that is, I think. That is the, yeah, I know it. That's the Supremium helmets and stuff like that. Interesting. Tinker's table. Wow, interesting. Wow, interesting too. Ooh. Yeah, basically it just gives me more hearts the longer that I have it. It sounds like something got in my inventory, but we're going to go ahead and call the episode here, guys. I'm going to try to learn a lot in doing this next episode, so if I seem brain dead by next episode, it's probably because of that. So thanks for watching. Bye. Thank you for watching this video. Click on the annotations to watch more videos, or mobile users, you can find the video links in the description. If you want to be notified of more videos like this, please subscribe by clicking the channel icon. Thanks again and have a great day.